Oh my gosh, everybody, this is so cool. There is so much happening here right now. I think the video might pick up at some point the red-shouldered hawks that are calling. I'm sure that this is their territory, that they're gonna nest here. This is our second property that we're going to work on mending and tending. This one is in Highland County, and we call this one Persimmon South, and Morrill County is Persimmon North. And this is just a really neat spot. We are walking our very early stages trail that we're working on laying out over the next year or so, which is partly about learning the land. And look at this, like, this is one thing that a lot of times is dry, and this isn't really a vernal pool. That's a natural vernal pool. This was created by humans. I don't know, four-wheeling or dug it out a bit. We have no idea, but you can kind of tell by the soil position that humans were doing stuff in here. And we just walked up to it, and there was a white-throated sparrow right in there bathing. And then a cardinal flew in here, and I disturbed them. So this is a pretty shallow pool, so it's really loved by birds. And I'm actually walking on raccoon tracks right now and deer tracks, and there is a soil limiting layer in here. Steve is the soil scientist, not me, but it's mapped as a Fragipan. So I'll say it because it's a fun word, like Fragipan. Maybe sometime he'll do a video on that for us. And we're so excited to see if this will hold water for very long. We hear frogs in the spring, so does it hold water long enough for them to develop and leave the pool? We sure hope so. But it is way cool that there is this shallow water here that birds are using and mammals. Oh my gosh, just really cool. It is that time of year. It's starting to feel a little bit like spring. I know it's kind of a big fake out, but also maybe it's not. Look at right here. These are yellow-bellied sapsucker holes. These are some old ones, but you can see that the sap is running in the trees, and we're hearing the sapsuckers around. And our friends are making maple syrup right now. So things are happening. Hey everybody. All right, Steve is here. We have a grove of black gum. So this is Nyssa sylvatica. Steve is a tree master. He tends to be able to recognize them in all life stages. I am a student working on it all the time. It's great fun, and it's very wonderful to pay attention to plant ID, because look, right here is also black gum, and there, I know, and then several more that way. And so there's some really wonderful things on this property. There's also a lot of weeds, but we work on noticing these areas that are diverse and that we don't have a million of, and we'll work in here and promote these. Steve, do you have any words of wisdom?
What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. That's true. We've talked about that a lot. So the more diverse plants that you have in an area, the more seeds that are going into the world, and then it's going to continue. So if we just had a couple species, that's what we're going to keep getting. So we're going to promote that diversity, and we'll make a lot more videos on this in the future. But we love the black gum planting.